Hello gamers, and welcome back to another episode of Solo Spelunking. It is Sunday evening, and what better way to end the weekend than with some solo gaming. And this will be episode 2 of my Defenders of the Shadowlands board game, role-playing game hybrid that I will continue to play on this channel. And the good thing about these board RPGs, and that's also the reason I usually create them, is that you can also play them if you maybe had a long work day and you're not up for interpreting random events or coming up with a story, and you just want to roll some dice and go along a set structure and just have some fun. And so this is where these games come in. So we can just pick up where we left off. So we defeated the ogre and harvested his eye. Samuel, he was hurt and recovered, thankfully, because we were able to complete a rest. And now we will start a new round and just go through the phases and see what happens. So we completed the first quest, but to get the reward, we still have to deliver the harvested eye to the city of Kamaron. And we also got another quest to harvest spider silk from giant spiders. And one quest encounter will be over here. So when I reread the quest description, actually I'm supposed to generate 3 locations, because you have to harvest 3 doses, and at every location you will encounter one giant spider. So I will do this, but first something else. Samuel, he was at 0 hit points and he didn't die, which earned him an experience point. So if you look up the XP and treasure paragraph in the document, you will see that you will also get an XP if you basically had a near-death experience, were on the brink of death and survived. Because of this experience, you get an XP. So he's got 1 XP, and we got 3 XP in our XP pool for killing the ogre, because he was a level 6 monster and we were using, or are using, the hunter mode rules. And those rules state that we earn half level rounded down experience points for defeated monsters, and I collect them in a pool until I got an even number to distribute them evenly between my party members. All right, so let me, as a matter of fact, really quick generate 2 more quest locations for the spider quest. Green is in front, so that is 2-2. 2-2 is 2 and 2. All right, so right next to the other one, so 2-1. Let me write this down here, and 0-2-0-2, and another one. Green is in front. 6-7. That is, this is on our way back. 6-7. So we can pick up 1 dose of spider silk on our way back, and I think we might actually do this. So those are the 3 quest locations where we will certainly encounter a giant spider. If we should encounter one before that, we can of course also harvest the spider silk. All right, so movement phase. We do not have a horse, so we can move 4 hexes through normal terrain. Every hex is 1 movement point, so we move 1, 2, 3, 4. So we move along the edge of the mountains and the edge of the forest. So that concludes the movement phase. Now the action phase. I will, of course, forage for food and water. It's a DC 12. Samuel, my MVP and sidekick ranger, rolls with advantage because he is a ranger and scout, and it's an intelligence or wisdom check. And I need a 12. Come on, Samuel. Yes, 9 and 14. So we managed to forage, which is great. So we don't need to consume our own rations. So that was Samuel. Then again, let's take a look at my slots that I have available, because the only guy actually still able to carry stuff is Ariane, my elf sidekick mage. She's got 1 slot left, and Rio, my main PC fighter, he's got actually strength 14, so he has 14 slots. He also has 2 slots left. So Ariane, she will be foraging for herbs with a DC 11, because it's 10 plus danger level, intelligence check. And she's got an intelligence of +2. Let's see if she can get some herbs. She's looking for herbs. 1d6 if she's successful. Let's see. 13, yes. 1d3. No, 1d6 herbs. Yeah, all right. So she's successful and she gains 3 herbs. And 5 herbs fill up 1 slot. So Rio, he can take another herb. So he's got this slot filled with, and then we got 2 herbs left, and those Ariane will carry those in her last slot. Herbs 2. So she also can carry 3 more herbs. So that was her action. And Elira, she will do a reconnaissance action. She will try to scout ahead DC 15 Dex and Wisdom check. For her dexterity check, I grant her advantage because of her Thieves Guild background. And she's got a +2 with advantage. She needs a 15. But she fails. So that concludes the reconnaissance action. If you fail one, and she also does not have a luck token, only Ryu and Samuel. But that reminds me, Ryu hasn't acted yet, and he will, speaking of luck tokens, try to lift morale by succeeding at a DC 12 charisma check. He has no advantage because his street urchin background is not really fitting, and also no bonus, so he needs a 12. And if he succeeds, everybody that does not have a luck token gains a luck token. No. Alright, so that concludes the action phase. So he's trying to sing and trying to play a tune on the mahogany flute that we got from the ogre, but it's like, and everybody goes like, stop it, please. So he stops, and yeah, no morale. So now we go into the combat, in the encounter phase, and because we did not succeed with our reconnaissance action, we can't re-roll. So we just roll a d20 and see what we get in the encounter phase. 2. Okay. So that is an encounter I cannot avoid. It is a group of 2 cultists roaming the lands looking for their next victims to sacrifice. Fight. All right. So, yeah, as we, as she's gathering herbs, and Elira is coming back, and she goes, I think I'm followed. And she just finished as out of the underbrush 2 cultists appear, and they go, "Fortune the vile, the next victims." Alright, so, and they are fearless, immune to moral checks. Oh, they're wearing chainmail and a shield and attack with a longsword. They're level 2 monsters. So 2 cultists are 4 monster levels, which should be a normal encounter for a first level party according to the one-on-one monster table in the core rulebook. Okay, so let me just copy the stats real quick. AC 14, 9 HP. But they have the death touch and they cast with wisdom, because it says here wisdom spell +2 casting roll, 2d4 damage to one creature within close, so it's a death touch. Okay, so the cultist. AC 14. And +1 1d8. +2 to cast. DC 12. 2d4 damage close. And fearless. And this is basically all I need, and there are 2 of them. Alright. So let's get some cultists out here. And I got a nice little cultist bag here. So they don't really, the pawn does not really fit, but the description, but doesn't matter because they just wear their chainmail underneath their robes I rule. So those of you who still remember my Pathfinder Pawns advent calendar probably remember these pawns, because these are the cultists that were in this Pathfinder Pawns advent calendar, and I featured them in an adventure, the Cult of Gorgamash, which was using 5th edition and the Scarlet Heroes Urban Adventure set rules. So these are the 2 cultists that are approaching. So they're fearless. They know that their goddess, their vile goddess, will protect them. And yeah, and they approach from here. All right, so we need to determine initiative. It is side-based. I forgot to look up their dex. So their dexterity is -1. Okay, so lucky for us. So we are green and they are purple. And side-based initiative, Samuel is using his initiative modifier of +3. And they have -1 and we are the green die. Oh, 3 + 3 is 6, but 5, so we still but barely have the initiative. It is side-based initiative, so it is us and then the cultists. Okay, so it is us first. So I'll just start with Ariane. She moves over here and casts Magic Missile with her spell casting of +3, and she rolls with advantage because it's Magic Missile, and if she's successful she would deal 1d4 points of damage, and she is targeting this cultist, the elf cultist. Yes, but only 1 point of damage, so 19. So she makes a gesture and this arcane bolt of force darts towards the cultist, who raises his shield. And so that's the elf cultist and the human cultist. And the elf cultist is at 8 HP because they got 9, and the human is still at 9. All right, that was her action, or her turn. All right, so we need to focus on on one target. So Samuel is up next. He will move 1, 2, 3, 4, take cover behind this brush from this corner. He's got a line of sight, targets this cultist, and he is an archer, so he attacks with +3 and would deal 1d8 +1 with his longbow. +3 versus AC 14 at the elf cultist. Wrong die, but I rolled a 2, so nothing. The shot misses. Alright, so now, thankfully, Rio, he bought a longbow as well, and he attacks +4 thanks to his fighter talent. So he will also move. He will move 1, 2, 3, 4 up here, using the same corner, targeting the same cultist. +4. 16, yeah, that's a hit. 5 points of damage. So the elf cultist is at 3 hit points. And we still have Illyra Shadow left with her 2 daggers, but she will not move up into the fray, so she will just move 1, 2, 3, 4 up here and wait for the cultists to come to us. So that was our side. So the cultists, they do not have any ranged weapons because their death touch is also close, so they need to advance. And let's see, can they can move near, which is like 6 squares. Can they reach someone? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. No, so they actually need to take a double move. 1, 2, 3, 4. So then they also, I think, might gang up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So he would, they would take double moves. But then it would be our turn again. And I think that will not really work well. Alright, so they will focus on the closer threats. So this guy, he will move, well, let's go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So he will move 8 and engaging Illyra, and this guy will move 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, he can even attack. So he will move 6 and attack Illyra Shadow with his long sword with +1. So they are purple. Purple D8. Illyra Shadow has got an 13 AC, 6 hit points. So let's see how this goes. The human cultist. He's got a wicked, so it's not a long sword, it's a wicked curved blade, but it still does 1d8 points of damage. Let me check the camera. Can you see everything all right? Yeah, I think you can. 10. That is 11. Lucky, because 8 points of damage would have taken her out with 1 swift stroke, but 10 plus 1 is 11. And Illyra Shadow, she's got an AC of 13, so she barely sidesteps. Alright, that concludes the cult's turn. And now we start the next round. I will not re-roll initiative, so it'll be a circle. So side-based, our turn. So she, again, magic missile with advantage. DC 11, because it's a tier 1 spell. And advantage because it's magic missile, and +3 casting roll. Ah, damn, 2/2. So the spell fizzles, and she loses the spell until she completes a rest. So no more magic missile. but she does have sleep, and I think sleep works against level 2 enemies. I'll check. But that was her. You know what? She will move also. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. She will move back because she knows the spell fizzles. She knows, damn, I'm out. I need to rest when it comes to magic missiles. So she tries to get some distance. All right, now Elira Shadow. She's in melee, but she knows that this guy is wounded, the elf, and she wants to reduce enemy numbers. So she dual wields, attacks with her dagger. So she attacks with a +2, and because she dual wields, she rolls damage with advantage. So 2d4, take the higher one, +2 versus AC 14. Yes, on the spot. 12 plus 2 is 14, and 4, which is maximum damage, and he's only got 3 hit points left, the elf guy. And that would be 1 XP because he's a level 2 monster, so she takes out this guy. Alright, so those two have acted. Alright, Rio, he is also now moving, so he just drops his longbow and gets out his dagger, which I rule is a free action, takes 1 step forward and attacks with the dagger. And because it's his mastered weapon, he attacks +5 and deals d4 +1 damage. Yes, critical hit, 20 and 4 points. I get to reroll damage 4. And 4, that is 8 + 1, that is exactly 9 points of damage. So this one was pretty lucky. So usually I do not roll that well. Maybe I should change up the dice. So I lunge forward and I distract him, and my dagger cuts his throat. So that is 2 XP, hunter mode for the XP pool. So I'm at 5 XP in the pool, not going to distribute yet. And we will also see if they have treasure, 50-50 chance. So if I roll 4, 5, 6, they will have treasure. No treasure. So they have nothing of worth. So that was the encounter phase. Actually pretty lucky. No one got injured. I was worried there for a moment about Elira Shadow, because this one hit would have taken her straight down to 0 HP, but luckily it was a miss. Alright, so now we enter the resting phase. And in the resting phase, we did all our actions. We were successful foraging. We need to find a secure campsite. And a secure campsite is DC 10 plus danger level. So again, 11, and again Samuel will roll with advantage. And yes, we find a secure campsite. So we... I forgot. Oh no, I didn't forget. I was about to say we need to consume a ration, but we forage. So this is the plus-minus mechanic. So we don't have to do bookkeeping as long as we are successful foraging. We all consume a meal, which means we successfully complete a rest, which means Elira Shadow can, Ariane can also cast Magic Missile again. So let's get back in our marching order. And start the next round with the movement phase. And I think we will go for the giant spider. So we move 1, 2, 3. Then we end our movement phase. you don't have to spend all your movement points. We go into the action phase again, foraging. So I'm thinking about something. I think I will. I want to have some sort of marker or token that tells me if we were successful foraging, in case I forget when I'm done with the encounter and everything. So yeah, I will do this one other time, because I don't have in here these little cardboard tokens that I use. So I will use these, but let's see. So Samuel foraging again, DC 12, because the planes with advantage. Yes, 18. Whew, lucky. So we managed to forage. That was Samuel. Elira, she will try to lift morale now to prepare us for the upcoming battle with a DC 12 charisma, trying her magic tricks to lift our morale and make us laugh. And we all go, no, please stop. It's a 2. So that was her action. Ryu, he says, all right, let me try this flute again. So he wants to lift morale as well. Yes, and now he finally gets it. Ooh, and there's a nice melody coming out of the flute. So everybody is getting ready for combat. All right, so he foraged, lift morale, and Elira, she won't do anything because she will not do reconnaissance, because in the encounter phase I will encounter the quest encounter. And yeah, wounds, nobody is wounded. Potions, she's not the person to brew potions. She also does not have, does not want to forage for anything. So we will just skip her action and enter the encounter phase, where we will encounter most certainly a giant spider as a quest encounter. So let me get a giant spider out. All right, so this is the giant spider, and it has made its lair in this tree crown, and yeah, and we will encounter it and try to kill it, but we have to beware of its poison. So let's see, is it in the quick start, or do I need to get the spider swarm? Spider giant, it's also in the quick start, so I don't need to get the rule book out. And yeah, because it is DC 12 con or paralyzed 1d4 hours. So basically everybody that takes damage and fails the con is basically out of the fight. And it's a level 3 monster. So let me write down the stats real quick. And I got these nice monster cards on Drive-Thru-RPG, but I still need to cut them all out and make cards out of them. So that would smooth the process of getting those stats. But for now, I gotta do it like this. All right, so giant spider. It has an AC of 13. And also 13 HP. And it has a bite +3, 1d4 plus poison. Oh, and dex +3. Okay. So +3 bite, 1d4 plus poison. Con DC 12. Yeah, and Dex +3. So in it +3. Okay, let's see if we are... Oh, and speed. I gotta see what about its speed. Does it move near? Yeah, near, and it has a climb speed. So it can easily climb up and down and stuff. So no, at no extra cost. So purple is the spider. It fits the color scheme. And green is Rio, and we are both at +3. So let's see who wins initiative. Ha! Lucky us, 20-17. So we're pretty quick. We are quicker. So yeah, she's a level 3. Let me check, because the sleep spell I think only affects level 2 creatures. Sleep, Tier 1 wizard, instant range near. You weave a lulling spell, fills a near sized cube extending from you. Living creatures in the area fall into a deep sleep if they are level 2 or less. So this is a level 3 monster, but I could have used this against the cultists, basically. I think this is actually a pretty powerful spell, because then they sleep and then of course they wake when you attack them, but you can still deal a lot of damage once they're asleep, like with an automatic hit, coup de grace kind of stuff, but not this spider. Okay, so yeah, close combat wouldn't be such a good idea at first. So yeah, so Rio, he will start and he will shoot with a longbow at the spider. AC 13, and he's got dexterity +3 and long +1 because of his talent. So 16, yes, but only 2 points of damage. So the spider is at 11 HP. Okay, that was Rio, and he will move. He will move backwards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So, because this is a board game, not a role-playing game, I can move out of the battle map, basically. Okay, so now Samuel. All right, so let's spread out so that we are not all that close together. So he will move up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 up to here, and he will shoot from here. He shoots +3, d8 +1. No, that's a miss. 5 + 3 is 8, but it would have been good damage. Okay, so Illyra Shadow with her daggers. She's not stupid. She will not engage. She will just move 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Close, stay close to Rio, and wait for the spider. And Illyra, she will cast, of course, Magic Missile at the spider. Oh, and 1 and 7, she fails the casting roll, and because she needed an 11, even with her +3, that is 7 + 3 is only 10. So damn, she fails to cast and loses the spell, and the sleep spell is useless, so she can't do anything with spells this combat and until she rests. So that concludes our side's turn. Now it's the spider. So let's see. She can move near. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, she can reach Illyra, and she will. She's like the closest threat. She just attacked her, so the spider jumps out of the crown. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. She just jumps at Illyra, and with her poisonous fangs tries to bite her. Okay, so it is +3 and 1d4 plus poison. Oof, lucky us. I rolled a 4. +3 is 7. So that is not enough to hit Elira. Okay. Our turn again. Spider still at 11 hit points. Alright, so Elira, she needs to get out of danger, out of harm's way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. She moves over here. And actually, I do like it that there are no attacks of opportunity in Shadowdark, because, I don't know, they make combat feel very static, because once you are in melee range, you basically just stay there and roll dice. So here at least you move some pawns around, so that's nice. Actually, I'm stupid. Before she moves, she can of course attack, because she does have a staff, but she attacks +0 and with +0 with 1d4. I'm using purple for her because I think it fits the arcane theme. But look at this, 18. See, 18, 2 points of damage, better than nothing. So 18 hits, AC 13. So the spider is at 9, and then she moves. So she, with the staff, keeps the spider at bay, and then she moves 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 up to here. That was our first move. Elira. Okay. Rio, from where he's at, he just shoots again with the longbow. Longbow. And that is a hit. 11 plus 4, 15 for 4 points of damage. Spider at 5. He will not move. He just stays where he's at. Then Samuel moves first. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Moves up to here so that he gets a clear line of sight and shoots longbow. Bup, bup, bup. Critical hit, 27 points of damage, 8, but +1, that is 9. So again, so actually if you outnumber the enemies, this is the action economy thing. It is actually pretty easy, I would say. But I was also lucky because she could have been out, poisoned, and I mean critical hit. So what can I say? So the spider is taken out, but now we need to see if we can harvest the spider silk from the spider. And let me check the quest description again, what the DC is for that. Notice board. And that was quest. The spider quest is number 2. So brave adventurers. Oh, it's easy. DC 9, wisdom or intelligence check. If you fail, you can again generate a quest encounter where you would find another spider. Alright, so that's again a job for Ariane, because she is a wizard and she knows her way around strange ingredients. It's DC 9, intelligence +2. I will not grant her advantage. Come on, please, my luck. Oh, luck. I got a luck token. So, and I needed 5. So she uses the luck token and re-rolls because it doesn't look like she's able to harvest the silk glands. Oh, no. So she goes, damn, I ruined it. I'm sorry. And this spider silk gland with this fluid just disappears into the ground. Damn. Well, all right, never mind. So, okay, let me do something here real quick. Erase this encounter. We will find another spider. Let's generate one real quick, another quest location. Green is in front, 0, 3. 0, 3, so 0 is 10. 0, 3, that is up here. Okay. Let's... okay, 10, 3. We will find another spider. Okay, so that was the encounter phase. Now the resting phase. Once again, looking for a safe campsite with advantage, because I got a ranger and scout with Samuel, but this time we fail. No secure campsite. So we make camp. It is an unsecure camp. Yeah, so we just make camp. And let's see if there's an encounter. So if it's an unsecure campsite, I roll on in a normal wilderness on a roll of 1 or 2, we will face a combat encounter. Let me recheck this, but yeah, 1 and 2 got it here. Yeah. All right. On a 1 and 2, the rest is interrupted. The party faces a combat encounter and does not gain the benefit of a rest. However, I do know that we were successful foraging. So we consumed a meal and we have a safe rest, even though we did not find a secure campsite. All right. Then again, movement phase, and now we reach Kamaron. 1, 2, 3. Yeah. So we enter, we completed our first quest, and we enter the city of Kamaron. That is the movement phase. Now in the action phase, we have the city actions available to us because we are in a city now. And what we do first, we hand in our quest. So this is not an action. It doesn't cost you an action. You can just hand in your quest. So let's check the reward. Notice board here. Quest Brave Adventurer. No, we did the ogre quest. Quest number 11. The ogre quest. Monster Slayer needed to harvest an eye. Yeah. 120 gold pieces. All right. So now we completed our first quest. So this will be first order of business at the start of the action phase, but it's not an action, so it doesn't use up an action. We hand in the quest. So we get 4 XP. Everybody gets 4 XP. Oh, and wait, the spider was a level 3, so level 3, that is 1.5 rounded down, so that is 1 XP, so 6 in the pool. Okay, everybody gets 4 XP for completing the quest. So Rio is at 4, Samuel at 5 because of his near-death experience, Ariane at 4, Elira at 4, and we have 6 in the pool that are not divided up yet, and our pool money is at 128 because 120, and we already had, or we still had 8 in the pool. All right, so so we handed in the quest. We got our XP and our gold. Now in the action phase, everybody can take an action, and I can I can cross out my ogre quest from my quest log, so we still have the spider quest active. We could pick up 2 more. and so far we haven't harvested a single silk gland. Okay, but action phase. Let's see if I can make some more money. Because actually what I wanted to do is I want to get weapons silvered, so that in case if I encounter like an undead or werewolf or whatever, I have a better chance of success. So let's see, that is 50 per weapon. I got 128. So I don't know, can you silver a staff? And Illyra, she would need both of her daggers silvered, so that'll be 100. Yeah, so I need some money. Or do I get better armor now? Decisions. Let me see. Let me look at the prices real quick here. Let me look at prices. At gear prices. Armor. So chainmail, which all sidekicks can wear, and Rio, because he's a fighter, is 60 gold pieces. So I could get 2 suits of chainmail armor. However, they take up 2 slots. So my guys with strength 10 and 2 weapons, they can't wear it, because then they can't carry the crawling kit. Maybe if I get rid of one item out of the crawling kit, like the crowbar. Yeah, so I could get chainmail. Decisions. Should I get chainmail maybe? But the thing is, even though this is like a board RPG, in my mind I'm still like in character, and I actually do not want to give my ranger and my thief chainmail armor, because it doesn't really fit in my opinion. So I'm not going to get armor. I'm not going to get weapons, because they all got weapons. So I try to make some more money first, so that I can get weapons silvered. So what I will do, I will start with Illyra Shadow, and her action will be she tries to pickpockets DC 12 decks with advantage because of her thief skills, background, and if I'm successful, 2d6 gold pieces. So that is Illyra. Yeah, that is Ariane used the luck token. I always mix these up. So that is Illyra. She also still got her luck token. But successful, 5 gold pieces. Alright, so now we are at 133 gold. And that was her action. Alright, Rio, my street urchin background fighter, he will challenge a couple of he will challenge a couple of adventurers to an arm wrestling contest. And to make it interesting, so it's a DC 15 strength check, and I got strength modifier +2, but I took grit dexterity instead of strength, otherwise I could have used it, but I'll try it anyways because I still got my luck token. So my wager will be 20 gold pieces. So 20 gold pieces on the table, and I challenge, hey you, a burly looking dwarf, to an arm wrestling contest. 10, no. I use my luck token. So we're still wrestling. No. And bam! He slams my arm onto the ground and 20 gold pieces are gone. So I'm at 113 gold. So this didn't work real well. That was the second action. No, that was him, Rio. So, let's see. Illyra Shadow, she tries to perform on the streets with some magic tricks. Charisma DC 12, no advantage, but she's got a luck token. 11, no, she uses the luck token because why not? No, boo, so only 2. So actually they throw rotten vegetables at her and she just leaves. It just didn't work. The magic trick totally fizzles and everything smells funny and the people are not amused. So we only have Samuel left. He can do anything, can do something. And you know what? He also got his luck token. He will do an archery competition, ranged weapon competition, and he will wager 13 gold pieces. So if we lose, we got a nice round number. But he also got his luck token, and he attacks +3, AC 16. 5. No. Uses the luck token, so everybody's out of luck tokens. Ha ha ha! They laugh at him. It is quite an accomplishment that you made it back alive from the wilderness the way you use your bow. Ha ha ha! So we are at 100 gold pieces. Nice round number. Everybody did their action. Now we go into the city encounter phase because you also have encounters in the city, and they can be nasty as well. 15. So let's see. Encounter description, city 15. Get my list out here. 15 is, what is 15? Ooh, lucky us. A wandering priest blesses you. Every party member receives a luck token, even if they already have one. All right, so that would be an instance where you could gain more than one. But we used them all. But now we all got a luck token back because a wandering priest blesses us. So he goes, Saint Regnis blesses you for your noble effort to protect these lands. May she always guide your hand, because I think Saint Regnis actually is a she. All right, so that was the encounter phase, lucky us. And now resting phase in a city, so we need to pay for a meal. We can't forage and I don't want to use my rations, so it's 5 silver per meal for characters, so that is 2 gold, so we are at 98. And just because I'm in RP mode and I don't want us to sleep in the common room after this enduring trek through the wilderness, I also pay 1 gold per character, 4 gold, so I'm at 94. So that everyone can have a nice rest in a nice, private, comfy tavern room in a nice bed with a blanket. And this concludes the resting phase, and this will also conclude this episode of Defenders of the Shadowlands. So far, actually, I am pretty lucky. So I went through these encounters pretty easily, thanks to a couple of crits and yeah, lucky initiative rolls. So we will see if my streak of good fortune will continue. yeah, so I'm enjoying this, and if you enjoy what you see here, please do like and subscribe. And if you want to play this yourself, you can pick this up on DriveThruRPG, and you will find everything you need in this video's description. So, as always, thank you for watching. Have a wonderful week, and as always, stay safe and stay healthy, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye bye.